Hey folks, how you going? Welcome back to another HP gaming video for GameLINK, our channel here on YouTube. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit smaller, a little bit simple, nothing too over the top, but at the same time a whole lot of fun. I'm excited to see how this one goes, only because I'm excited to teach this to Charlotte. And for those of you wondering where she is of course back at school. She has started in grade 2 and she has just turned 7. She's just had her 7th birthday, which was very exciting. We are going to be exploring a whole new host of games with her as a not so junior gamer anymore, which is all very exciting. But today we are going to be slinging spells, defeating villains left, right and center as we open up Munchkin Disney. Hi folks, welcome back. As you should know by now, my name is Matt and we are here today, as I said, to talk about Munchkin Disney by the Op, originally based on Steve Jackson's Munchkin, which is a game I love. I know that when we've played it, myself and my wife, we've got quite competitive and games have drawn out. This must be true the world over, because nowadays on the back of the box, it doesn't say half an hour, it says 1 to 2 hours, because the games can go on the more take that action and the more competitive it gets. Very excited to teach this to Charlotte. I think she will find Munchkin, particularly this brand of Munchkin, very, very exciting. And obviously I'm interested to see there's a few additional components than your standard Munchkin game as well. The core essence of the game is the same: kick in a door, loot the room, defeat the monster, take their stuff, stab your buddy, and ultimately get to level 10 first. For those of you who don't know Munchkin, this is a great way to start. For those of you who do know Munchkin and are yet to check out Munchkin Disney, let's get inside and find out what it's all about. All right, let's get into it, folks. Here is the box for Munchkin Disney. As you can see there, nice blue color. The artwork on the cards we can expect to be all picturesque, reminiscent of all the Disney fun we know and love. And as I was talking about before, the playtime on this one now, 3 to 6 players, 1 to 2 hours, ages 10 and up. Sorry, Blair, no love for you, but that's okay. Let's get our trusty pocket knife and let's get into this sucker. Big fan of Munchkin. I've got an extensive Munchkin collection, and that includes the base game Munchkin Zombies, Munchkin Cthulhu, and even Munchkin Jump the Shark, or Munchkin Booty, and its expansion Jump the Shark, I should say. Plastic, for those of you playing along at home, always goes on the floor. Yeah, lots of Munchkin, lots of replayability. Haven't played a decent game of Munchkin in a while, but who knows, maybe this will be my foray back unto the breach. Now, this is a box, very simple, very reminiscent of the other Munchkin games. I do like the artwork, very simple. You know straight away from the hidden Mickey on the door that it is obviously a Disney-themed game. When we open the box, we get a rule sheet, which looks exactly the same as every other Munchkin set, except it has the Disney logo on it. Will there be the same jokes? Everyone starts with as a Munchkin with no class. No, that joke is missing. Oh well, that's okay. That's fine. Rule sheet's basically straightforward. If you've played Munchkin, you'll know how what's going on. If you haven't played Munchkin, obviously have a look through all these. There will be some differences from the original game in terms of whether you're a hero, heroine, how you go up a level, etc. Lots of text. And not a lot of physical examples, which I don't really like. I would prefer to actually see like a sample turns of how it all works. I think there probably would be examples of combat sort of in this area here, but it doesn't really give you a proper rundown. And I think maybe this could have been a little better. It's very text, and not a lot of examples from what I can see here. But you can see here how they talk about combining with other sets and the different ways you can make it work. You can put Munchkin Disney into any Munchkin set, use the combining rules from Munchkin 7 sheet with both hands as a guide, and you can always download those from their website as well, which is awesome. All right, let's have a look and see what else is in the box. We've got some counters here, some plastic counters, which look very much like Tiddlywinks. They've got a nice sheen on them though, that's very cool. Nice translucency on them. And there is 6, I think they're basically just your level counters that you use on your card, which would just track. I mean, if I look at these ones here, you can see these are the different heroine cards, give you a standard bonus. So you've got a level counter in the box as well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're a little bit bigger than they probably need to be, but that's okay. We'll come back to those in a moment. Let's see what we've got here in the rest of the box. We've got our heroine and hero cards. So these are like character traits. Can we get that off of there? Like your class race cards, I guess, from the base game. I could be wrong. I haven't read the rules. I've only just opened the box. +2 combat bonus if you have a card in play with a princess pictured on it. Fair enough. And on the backs of these, they're like little storybook tomes, which is very cool. I actually like that. Again, it's a different style of art from the blue from the box, but that's quite cool. So you've got heroine, villain, so you can be a villain. When you give a bonus to the monster side, it's worth +2 more. Ouch. Adventurer. On your turn, you may discard 1 card to look at another player's hand. I'm going to skim through these, same with the cards. So if you do want to stop pause the video, you can obviously have a look and see what's going on. There's a card on top of either discard pile with the Disney magic on it. You may discard 2 cards to take that. That's a dreamer. Then you've got animal friends, +2 to either side. Sidekick, you may have 1 extra ally. Oh, it's Pascal. That's cool. So you've got different traits basically that you can use throughout the game, which is very cool. And the all-important Munchkin die, which still has the Munchkin logo. Would have been good to have a Disney hat on the Munchkin guy. That's a missed opportunity there, I reckon, but that's okay. It's nice. It's actually smaller than some of the other dies that I've seen in Munchkin games, but that's a classic Munchkin symbol to make it obviously a Munchkin game. As I said, it would have been cool if that was a Munchkin, a Disney hat on the Munchkin's head. That would have been awesome. His name's Spike. But yeah, it's got a nice sheen to it, and I think most importantly, yep, it does the job. I rolled a 1. Good for me. All right, now all the important card decks. So we have what looks like treasures and doors mixed in together, which is fine. Let's have a look and see what's in there. And again, I will skim through those. If you're watching this in high definition, you'll be able to skim through these or pause the video and have a look at the details if you wish. Now the artwork I'm expecting to be all from different films and things, obviously being Disney, but I don't know whether it's just going to be animated stuff or whether it's going to be a mixture of. So let's have a look and see what we've got. We've got some treasure cards there. Are these all treasure cards? No. So the treasure deck looks like it's very small. Maybe I've got it wrong. So these are all doors here. And these ones here are all doors. Oh no, there's a bit of a mix. It's a weird way of bundling everything together, but that's okay. All right, so let's put all the treasures here. We will go through the doors first because it's got monsters, or should we go through treasures first? Let's do treasures first. Shiny. And this is Disney Magic. So that's something that's, I think, well, not new to Munchkin as a whole, but it's obviously something that's not in a base game because this affects everybody in play with the Disney Magic. So I think you can have the choice of choosing, or you can resolve the whole card. Again, I haven't read the rules, only just opened the box. That is worth 500 gold as a wishing star, cancels a curse. Genie's lamp is there. Loaded die with Oogie Boogie, which is awesome and very appropriate. Llama potions. Then you've got the magic shrinking potion from Alice in Wonderland. Puppet strings. Now with the gold values on the bottom of these cards, if you sell off 1,000 gold in one turn, you will go up a level, but it cannot be the winning level. You only gain level 10 by defeating a monster in combat. Mushu's fireworks. Maleficent staff. The magic rose from Beauty and the Beast. These are combat bonuses as well. Triton's crown. That's a cool treasure. So these all give you lots of different bonuses and things as well. the bonuses, I don't know if you can see there, it's in a +1 bonus. If you colorblind, that might be quite an issue. They sort of blend in quite a bit. The video is not doing it justice. They're very, very close to the brown there. That gives you, the glass slippers give you +3 when you're a princess, otherwise a standard +1 bonus. Payne's sandals, Tinkerbell shoes, Pacha's poncho, Baymax's armor. Cool. So yeah, it's very much based on the animated thing. You can see here that it's 2 hands worth or 2 Mickey's gloves worth, so you need to make sure you've got both hands free to use them. A dingle hopper, which is only a one-handed item. Jiminy Cricket's umbrella. Blue Fairy's wand. Triton's trident. Pocket watch. Croquet mallet. Belle's basket. Wasabi's gloves. Captain Hook's hook. Maui's hook. Moana's oar. Felix's hammer, as in Fix It Felix. And then you've got some allies. So these guys can come to fight for you, give you bonuses, gives you +2 to run away. If you decide not to fight monsters, you have to roll, I think, a 4 or more to escape the monster combat. So adding 2 to your rolls, obviously helpful. Baymax, Elsa is there, Hercules is here, Stitch, Moana, Mulan, Peter Pan, Aurora is here, Simba, Ariel, Judy Hopps from Zootopia, great film. The Rescuers, Kristoff is there. Steal a level, ouch. That's nasty. Go up a level, you're welcome. I just can't wait to be king. Go the distance, 1 jump ahead. Go up a level, when will my life begin? Ah, there he is, Mickey. Gives you an ally bonus. Minnie, Donald Duck, Goofy, all the classics. Go up a level by trying everything, go up a level. 0 to hero. I'll make a man out of you and make you go up a level. I want to be like you. Ooh, ooh. Any player may activate this. All players go up a level instead. So you can see here the backs of the cards. You've got things like Maui's hook, Cinderella, all the different loot. Felix's hammer is there. So representative. I like the fact that the treasure backs actually have representation of the items you may find within the deck, which is awesome. I really like that. That's very simple, very clever, very effective. We'll put the treasures back there. One thing I will say too with the later Munchkin editions, they've got these dividers now. Some of the dividers have been very plain, literally just white cardboard, but having this divider here, and it's in the same style of theme, much nicer with the production elements. We can appreciate that very much. Now I'm going to start, is there a way that I can get through this by going the other way? Because I don't want to go through, I think may have already shown it, but that's okay. Let's start here and we'll go through the other side. So these are curses and things as well, things like +10 to monsters. The backs of these obviously are standard door, kicking a door down. Demigod, +10 to monster. Phenomenal cosmic power. And hopefully there's an itty bitty living space in there somewhere as well, because that'd be an awesome combination. I'm assuming barge sized, turned into a frog, -5 to monster. Hakuna Matata, wandering monsters. It's a big Hydra head to bring out monsters into play from your hand. Princess class. What other classes have we got? Hero class. And then we've got companion class. That's Peter Pan's shadow. Fairy godmother class. So these are all the different attributes you can pick up along the way, and you can obviously change them out. Super Munchkin card. This allows you to have 2 classes cards, benefits and advantages of all of them, but none of the negative effects, which is very cool. That's a motivation card, which is a new card, I think, for this one. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments below. So these give you different motivations. I think it's like they substitute for the race cards in the game, and with the addition of your role cards, I guess, that makes for a lot of different combinations that are available and a lot of replayability, which is nice. Let It Go, another Disney Magic card. So is that a treasure chest? No, that's a door. Friends on the other side. Dr. Facilier causing trouble. We love it. Do you want to build a snowman? Must become your helper in this combat. That's handy. Curse, change your motivation. Forever asleep, lose a level. Poison, lose the armor you are wearing. Lose 2 cards. Lose your class. Lose your motivation. Turned into a donkey. Lose 2 levels. That's never a pleasant experience. More motivations, more adventure motivations, inspiration motivation. Dig a little deeper, extra motivated. Ah, poor unfortunate souls. Oh my goodness, more magic, be our guest. Truly obnoxious, lose the item that gives you the biggest bonus. Change your class, lose the footgear you were wearing, lose the headgear you're wearing, lose an item. Is there a pick up a Donald Duck card in the dungeon? Because that would be amazing. Those of you that are Munchkin fans will make this work. Shark head, -1 to all your die rolls. Magic mirror. And then a cheat card. Play this card with an item or ally you have in play, or when you play an item from your hand, this item is legal for you to use, even if it otherwise would not be. A very powerful card indeed. And there is another cheat card that does the same thing. Allows you to play all sorts of crazies that actually you wouldn't otherwise be able to play, which is very, very cool. Now, if I look at this deck here, I'm going to pop those back in here. We're going to get into the monsters. Now, the reason I'm not starting on the other side is because you start at level 1 monsters and work your way up. And our first one is going to be, in fact, I'm just going to swap these over first. So we can start at level 1 with the Cybugs from, obviously, Fix It Felix. They give you 1 treasure and there's bad stuff, but you'll be able to look at these. I'll skim through these. Then you've got Kakamora, little coconut dudes, Anastasia, Drizella, the ugly stepsister duo, Card Guards are level 1. Oh, here we go into level 2. Jetsam, and of course Flotsam there. Then you've got the Hyenas, which are level 2. Panic, and then Pain, obviously, as well. The Sheriff of Nottingham, now we're into level 4 monsters. Mother Gothel's only level 4. Wow, I would have thought she'd be a bit more powerful, but there you go. Mr. Smee is level 4. He's such a nice man. Iago is level 4. The Duke of Weaseltown, as he's more affectionately known, is a level 6 monster or a villain that you can defeat. Cruella de Vil, only level 6? Really? Wow, okay, I would have thought she would have been tougher too. There you go. Hans from the Southern Isles. Lady Tremaine, the evil stepmother. Peg Leg Pete. Again, someone I would have thought would have been higher on the list. King Candy. And then you've got Jumba. We have Gaston. Gaston again, level 8. I would have thought he would have been stronger, but there you go. Captain Hook. Now we're getting somewhere. Level 10. All right, he's a bit more dangerous, and he gives you 3 treasures if you get him defeated. Shere Khan. Yeah, very good indeed. The Evil Queen, again, only level 10. Wow, okay, because some of these monsters go all the way up to 20, and that is some nasty business. Yzma is a level 12 monster. Captain Gantu's level 12 monster. Villain, sorry, not monster. I'm thinking of the other Munchkin. Queen of Hearts is level 12. Callahan is level 14. Wow, there you go. I suppose he's got all those nanobots. Scar is level 14, fair enough. Dr. Facilier is level 14, one of my favourite villains. I love Princess and the Frog. Ursula, level 16, nasty business. 4 treasures, 2 levels. Worth the effort if you can defeat her. Tamatoa is level 16 as well, that crazy crab. Fair enough too. Jafar, level 16, nasty. We had that phenomenal cosmic power, but we haven't had itty bitty living space. That's okay. And then you've got Monstro, which is the whale, obviously, from Pinocchio. For those of you who aren't aware of what Monstro actually is, you uneducated bunch. And then you've got Maleficent at level 18, fair enough. And then I think we have the Lord of the Underworld at level 20. Hades will not pursue anyone of level 5 or below. -5 against heroes. They make him just so mad. Bada bing, bada boom. You're dead if you lose. That's the bad stuff that happens. 2 levels, 5 treasures. Wow. All right. So there's lots going on there. You don't want to pull one of those Hades cards and be just on that Hades card and be on level 6, because he won't pursue you if you're level 5 or less. So being on level 6, you need to have some massive loot to get you through. And that is pretty much all that is in the box for Munchkin Disney. We're going to come out and give you some final thoughts. And let you know what we think about this one, and then who knows, we might even get a playthrough down the track. Let's come on out and see how we go from there. Okay, so being the Munchkin fan that I am, I have, as you would have heard, a few issues with this production. Overall, card quality is okay, the images are all right, the text is okay to read. I would have liked that bonus value. You'd almost miss it if you weren't really paying attention, because it's hidden on the very top of those cards. The rules leaflet is very text heavy, and if you are new to Munchkin, you're going to miss out on, unless you really drill down and you're one of these people who loves to read rule books, which I do. The rules leaflet, yeah, very text heavy, and if you're not a gamer who is, if you're looking at a way to enter the Munchkin series, that's going to worry me because there's a lot of new little nuances within class, race, or in this case, class and motivations, I should say, that could be quite confusing and less to people scratching their heads around the table going, hang on, but if I was here and I'm doing this, how do I do that? Why am I doing this? Yes, okay, you can jump online and find an answer straight away to most problems you'll come up with in this game. But I think one of the great things about the original Munchkin is that it gave combat explanations and examples in the rules, and I couldn't, again, very quickly look through it. I couldn't see any in the rules leaflet. It was all very text heavy. May not be a problem. Maybe I'm overthinking it, but I do think that bonus in that red at the very top of the cards is potentially going to cause some issues. I think it's going to get lost. If you're colorblind, you're going to miss it entirely, which is not super great. But overall, look, Munchkin has always been a staple of mine. It's been a favorite. We have plenty of Munchkin in our home and obviously available online as well. Munchkin Disney, being able to play through and damage those villains and cause trouble with them is great. Being able to be a villain yourself as a heroine trait, like on those big cards we saw with your level counters, and then potentially do damage to the villains, a la Villainous, I think is very cool as well. Overall, the insert the actual production of the actual box itself, I do like much better than some of the other productions of Munchkin that we've seen in the past. And I think the die, I mean, it's a dice, it rolls, it does the thing. I would have loved it if it had those little Mickey Mouse ears. That would be great. It would have been so cool. But beggars can't be choosers, and I'm not a designer yet. So look, I think in hindsight, looking at this one, will it be my favorite Munchkin? I don't know. We'll see what happens when I play it. I think the Disney theme is going to make it more accessible or make it more desirable for people who haven't experienced what Munchkin has to offer. I do think you're going to need to play it with the right group of people. A lot of people find Munchkin it can be polarizing. Some people love it, some people hate it. So I think that's interesting as well. But look, Munchkin Disney as a whole, great box, decent art on the cards. It's Disney. You know, there's not what's not to love, I suppose. A few little things that have tickled my or grounded my gears, a slight element, which is very rare. Usually I love everything that I open, which is fine. But look, we'll get to that down the track. I suppose when we do a playthrough, we'll get Charlotte to experience Munchkin, then get her to help us out when we do a proper review, once we've had a proper playthrough. But there you go, there's the contents of the box. And as always, a big shout out to our Patreon supporters. We love your work. Thank you very much for getting in touch and supporting our channel. If you want to join the Gamer Army, you can jump on the address on your screen, www.patreon.com/hpgamingau. If you have any questions and you don't want to pop them in the comments below, you can always hit us up at orders@hpgaming.com.au or just visit the store at hpgaming.com.au. We'll be able to look after you and get back to your emails when we get a moment. I'm very excited because as much as I want to play this, I've got a few other things that we're going to be unboxing and playing through. I am going to be doing a solo playthrough of this bad boy, which has arrived today, so that's very exciting. There's also some other bits and pieces on the cards. We've got a Marvel video coming up, Marvel Champions, Quicksilver we've unboxed, which you probably have already seen. Lots of crazy new content coming your way, I should say, including some playthroughs. We're actually on the hunt for some players to join us in our live playthroughs. The success of our Fossilis playthrough, myself and Charlotte, we need to do more of that fun stuff, so we'll be doing that down the track as well. Until then, folks, stay safe, look after each other. If you are OS or in other parts of the country that are in lockdown or in red zones, please be careful and please look after each other and be kind. Our thoughts and prayers are with you, and hopefully we'll be out of this very, very soon as vaccines start to roll out. Until then, stay safe, keep gaming, and we'll see you back at the table very, very soon. Until then, however, it is bye for now.